That's Billings and McLaughlin. And we're underway. Ivy League Tournament Championship. McMeekin wins it to himself and gets it back to Michael Bath. Two-man game now. Kabiri on the short stick. Under 10 to shoot. Good pass to Palumbo. Scores!
It's the same combo. Kabiri to Palumbo.
He has elite vision. Nate Kabiri, only a freshman. Everyone thinks of him as a two-handed version of Coulter Mackesy, but you see that little lever pass too, the quickness on the top hand to get that through the defense, and the placement on the shot from the red-hot Palumbo.
Still plenty of time to shoot as Princeton got a new fresh shot clock after that last shot. Kabiri in all kinds of trouble here. Gets it behind to Burns. Burns on the shorty. Shoots and scores.
Long into this possession. Then they get a matchup against the shorty. We said Colin Barbecue Burns had the shorty. Well, you disrespected me, and I took advantage of it.
Yeah, it was the hesitation on McMullen is where he dusted him.
Here's James Shipley. Rubin spins back, gets it to the pipe. Got a little bit of space, but too far out for his liking. Mackesy puts his shoulder in the defender, shoots. Carroll with the save. Prowess is clearly elite. Smith inside, shoots. John Fricaro might have made the save on that one.
Ice bath, man, isn't that good for you?
I struggle with ice baths.
Yeah, maybe after a long, hard workout. Princeton giving Penn a workout so far this afternoon. It's 3-0.
This is a beautiful take by Kramer. Gets down the alley, and you see, like, Evan Carroll's body reaction. He doesn't think there's any net for Kramer to shoot out here, Quinn.
Takes a thumping, keeps possession to Burns, back at X. Now to Cameron, far side, no angle. Mackesy has an angle if he chooses to shoot it, but Carroll makes the save. Kennett looking to clear, and he does, as Cooper Miller draped all over him. Now out of the box, here comes Cam Rubin. Gets his right hand free and scores.
That reputation as a lefty sets up the right.
Let me fly down the alley with the offhand. Dare me to do it. I'll make you pay. It's heating up in Ithaca.
Looked like that one might have gotten redirected wide of the cage. Partial
screen, Carroll didn't really see it. Penn's so packed in, though, they're giving up these 12-yard shots.
Wouldn't you if you had Carroll as your goalie?
Tommy Barnes.
And now Barnes getting around goal line, extended and sticking it.
I just think the splits for Penn's defense are too tight. This is a shot from the hash mark.
Skane again in the middle of the field. Shoot, scores.
Gigantic strides in terms of confidence and production from a year ago when he was a freshman. This time doing it himself, running through a trio of Tigers.
I love the patience, too, of the dodge, right? Like, he never looked like he was flustered for yesterday. Through the night, back here, yes.
Crazy. That's nuts. Didn't get the clear in time. Got to get it at the 60-second mark of the shot clock.
Opportunity.
Weren't able to do it. Here comes Penn. And they take advantage.
Court game, they find an opportunity in transition.
Couple of slicksters with the left hand.
Kumar, you can shoot it on the run, and he does here, but John Fricaro sees it. He and Kabiri were teammates in high school. Now the slide comes to Burns. Kabiri over to Mackesy again, thought he might take that shot. Under 10 to shoot, takes that one.
Princeton can spin the ball, and they have slick sticks, and they all can shoot. So it's just a matter of time. They're going to beat you with a nice skip pass. That's not the look against Emmett Carroll.
But it's a reset, and that's a big deal.
Yes.
And now you got a broken stick.
Penn's got to sub in another player. He comes out of the box here, but advantage for Princeton quickly. Quakers were able to get back into the hole.
Wow.
Carroll makes a save.
Big grounder here.
Picked up by Lavelle. Palumbo far side inside. Quick stick for the goal, Tommy Barnes.
Kabiri up top feeds Palumbo. This is a totally different look. It's a double cut where they end up with two players on the crease and a little curveball.
Very large parking lots. So it's still man up. Oh, Carroll makes a foot save. You can hear that thump, and that one clears the field. Kabiri to Mackesy on the far side. Barnes again and scores! Just as the clock was winding down and the man up, that's two.
He flops low on these bouncers, so Barnes beats him with a high bouncer. He's been electric gobbling it up when shooters kind of have that little skip bouncer, but this one is low to high, and he burns them.
California kid, you see the high level of skill that this Tiger roster.
Tracked down by Burns. That won't reset the clock. So still plenty of time though, 45 seconds for Barbecue. Mackesy, look at that step. Scores!
Resets of the shot clock and extended possessions for the Tigers. Just jabbing, punching. And this move, this is, talk about setting up your strong hand, hitch and go.
As to whether they would even be able to play their way into this tournament. Top 4 teams in the league standings at the end make it to the tournament. Carroll stays with it. Do exactly what they did last year, coming into the Ivy League tournament. Got to win it to get in. Cameron doing his best to lift the Tigers.
He's got a double hesitation and a plant foot, and there's no contact here. That's just get to the rack, let it rip, and this offense is flying.
Stanat, big fella. Slide comes, that's going to leave Kabiri open, but Carroll shuts the door. Shows you how much rubber he's seen already on the day. He's got 9 saves, and Princeton has 8 goals, and we still have 4.5 minutes left in the first half.
We had 19 on Friday night, season high.
Inside, save made by Gio.
It's not playing into the strength of Brendan Lavelle, who's a cover guy, who wants to be playing a guy who's at X.
Oh, Rubin with some high heat.
And they capitalize.
This is all you need to know about Cam Rubin. Earlier in the first quarter, from that same spot, he went down the alley and shot right-handed on the run.
Under 2 minutes to go in this first half. Princeton can get it right back. Kramer shoots the bouncer. Carroll makes the save. Penn fully subbed in.
Walsh has been quiet. You wonder why? It's being covered by Mulshine.
Complete eraser.
Hoffman wants to take advantage of the short stick, does, but Gio is there. Dangerous ball in front, scores! Ben Smith was like, oh, look what I found. I'll take that.
The one guy who's always in the right spot at the right time, picking up these loose change type scenarios is Ben Smith. Senior, been around the block.
Shot clock irrelevant. Game clock at 33. Rubin. Tough angle, but makes the most of it.
Righty on the run, lefty step downs, lefty on the run, and that stroke is gorgeous. You see that he takes the initial check by Bath, and he just hammers that bottom corner. You got all those sharpshooters, and then you got him slinging it.
Cameron on the run out of the box. 11-7 the advantage for Princeton after that win at the faceoff dot. Mackesy fed it inside, scores! Princeton takes all the momentum back early with Tucker Wade.
Eyes of the Penn defense are on him.
Go.
Yeah, he becomes the passer.
Penn sends the double, and watch behind it how the second slide.
Burns back to Mackesy. Here comes Cameron. Got under his defender and scores!
Backyard playing 3-on-3, but it starts with the defensive pressure. They all hawk the ball carrier Shipley, and then watch Cameron here. Slip and whoop.
He's got good feet and great hands. Princeton's playing gritty too. Barbecue Burns digging that ball out of ground balls.
Can you refresh me as to why it's Barbecue Burns?
I don't know. That's just what his nickname was when he played for Sweet Lax back in like 8th or 9th grade. Mad Lax.
And things are going all Princeton's way. This is just like the beginning of the game.
Coach Madeline talks about playing money ball. That's Stanton. He's taking it to the rack for himself.
At Notre Dame, and I would call Andy Towers because he's an alum, and I would make him say no.
Oh, they needed that in the biggest way. Ben Smith.
Maryland, boys Latin. Quinn spent many years helping out Bob Shriver on that staff. That is a wicked bounce shot. Like, he uses the turf, it skips. The turf's a little wet right now. It rained in the first half. Comes off that.
That was a little bit outside of his range. So the further away he's going to get, that may come into play as a shooter.
But I also think that kind of a shot against a Gio-type goalie is legit. And I'll tell you why, because Gio is so explosive.
By Carroll.
I mean, he's going to thump you. He's going to hit you. He's going to come with force.
That's Saris. Instead, he looks inside for Barnes. Picked up by Kabiri. Gets it back to Saris. Colombo, right on the doorstep.
His balance isn't ideal. Right here, he's kind of in motion, and he's thinking high, and that ball goes low. Again, the difference between guessing and anticipating, he's just not on it. And from that mid-range, it's a third extra man goal by Princeton as well in this game. Remember that penalty earlier, the non-releasable? Look at the score. 3 goals is kind of like a separator.
Oh, turned it over though, Gio, and this is going to be an easy goal for Ben Smith.
Can't throw the ball through sticks. As tempting as it sounds, as juicy as it looks, you just got to move your feet and take one more step. It's like a quarterback in football when you're in the pocket.
Barnes behind a Dunphy, in front, tried to get it to Burns. Carroll snatches it up for the NCAA tournament, which will begin next weekend. Good look, Gio, an even better save. Kabiri looking for a cutter as he has his defender hung up. Now he comes upfield. Colombo, nice ground ball. Loses his footing though. Could be a trip. That's what we're going to get. Kabiri feigned the shot. Now inside. That's Palumbo off the pipe. Kabiri will shoot this one. Carroll goes up the ladder to make the save. Penn needs a goal here. Skate coming upfield. Loses defender and scores.
He's got some game. 2 unassisted goals. Feasting on short sticks on a rainy day up in Ithaca. Penn does not want to go away. And Griffin Skane knows that it's do or die time. And that's all that really matters.
Right? Just a deeper analytic.
Mackesy. Cameron is always on the move. I mean, and he's scoring.
If you've been watching this show all day, I've been talking about Penn's tight defensive splits and the way they're trying to condense everything. This is just another game. This is not a successful dodge other than it is to free up your hands. And he's got jets. He's got an acceleration. He can beat his man here.
Got another shorty on him. Stay feeds it inside to Smith.
The guy who's receiving the ball that's saying Leo. I heard Leo say Ben. He knew Ben had an inside track. And if Ben continues to flash through, he's getting the ball. Hoffman calls the recipient. Normally, it's like, here's your help, Quint.
Princeton moving the ball. Mackesy checks the clock. Wade scores!
And the shooting motion locks up Carroll.
Yeah, I like the jumper by Tucker Wade, too, and the ability to take a breath by Mackesy.
4th assist on the afternoon for Mackesy to go along with a goal. And he gets it back off the McMeekin win. Now Mackesy will shoot and score!
Late in the shot clock, the rules don't apply for Coulter Mackesy in terms of taking a shot. This is beautiful offense here. Playing a little cat and mouse, uses the pick from Lavelle.
April 20th, but this Princeton O is ripping into this Penn D like no one has all season long.
Yeah, here's another one of those resets cues. So Penn defense is going to be tired, and when you're tired, you make mistakes like that. Mackesy can't get the shot off, but it's going to be another man up. Kabiri steps down, doesn't take the shot. Saris is that designated righty shooter on the far side. Tough angle, but Burns scores.
He threads this, and Barbecue Burns is smoking.
Third assist of the day for Kabiri Q.
One cradle and a pass. That ball moves faster than any human.
Burns again as Penn hustles to get back into the hole. Mackesy inside Barnes. Carroll makes the save.
Former Hopkins star defender.
Mike French involved with that ownership too, from Cornell, the legend.
Had lunch with him yesterday.
Yeah,
he's a sharp man. He knows lacrosse.
Gio, now he's seeing it well.
They were stacked last year, Kark. I still have a hard time believing that team could not win a playoff game.
Penn's got to move quickly here. Rubin shoots. Gio goes up the ladder, makes the save.
Princeton trying to do the same thing.
Utah won the A-Sun moments ago, so they punched their ticket. And then earlier in the day, you had Lehigh, who's had a really good second half of the season. Empty goal!
Wow!
And a flag to boot from Mackesy.
What toughness. He takes it right between this double team right there, squeaks through, one-handed wraparound dive shot.
So creative.
A lot of courage here. Not able to outrun him, but muscles up, right? I don't think he could have done this last year or a year prior. He's gotten stronger.
As the Quakers are all over him. Kramer scored in the first quarter. Now he finally loses it, but ran a lot of clock off. Griffin Skane, gotta move quickly. Down 6. Can't get the shot off. Instead, it's another turnover. Wade on his horse.
Ouch.
Wade takes the shot. Carroll makes the save. That's 39 in the 2 games here in Ithaca this weekend. Burns is going to score as the flag comes out.
You're back in the big dance.
This is a foul on Shipley. That's a hold.
And this result, not good news for the folks here in Ithaca.
Doesn't look good for the Ivy as a whole, getting that additional team outside of Princeton, the champ.
I say that because Cornell has lost to Penn head-to-head twice. They've also lost to Penn State once this year.
If Michigan lost, I think the Ivy was almost certain to get that second team.
Well, it'll come down to Penn and Penn State likely for the last bid. And the one thing he can say.
Standing O from the fans clad in orange and black who made the trip from New Jersey to Central New York to cheer on their Tigers. And the reward will be a season extension. The final automatic bid of the season goes to the Princeton Tigers, Ivy League tournament champion.